saw it last week, Carolyn working on cutting this, and today I need to measure it out in the hopes that I can get a correct setup for what will be the cockpit cushions. So the first thing I have to do is remove this, avoid the captors, which rather inconveniently I actually do have right over here. Ow. How to go about this? So now the question becomes how to actually cut this out. I have to take into account this little piece so that this can come forward. There is a slight and gradual curve all the way along, naturally. Then all of that. And I think I can just do this manually while it's in place. There is a lot of overhang. Alright, let's start with the one section. Okay, off camera, because it's boring to see, I cut that edge off so that it fits into that corner. There's obviously a skirting on the edge here, which I don't want to take into account. We can go fairly close to the edge. Then there is this part. This does need to be neatened up, which it will be. The bottom half of this mattress started pulling away from the top half. So, yeah, don't know what to do about that. And then the very end needs, I guess, 10 mils shaved off, dead straight, and it'll be fine. I think this will be a very, very good start. So I'm going to roll this up, take it home, and then Carolyn can work on that, and I'll bring the other one so that we can work on the port side / holding area for all my stuff. Hey everybody, how are you all doing? I'm sorry I am late with the video. I have not had even a moment's chance to get aboard and to do any major work. We did do some cleaning up, and so up here has started looking a little bit better. This is the boom for Mistress, and I have had to fix a few things on it, and it's going to get sanded and I'm going to paint it, and that's on a separate video which I'm already working on. So upstairs is starting to look a little bit better. Downstairs as well, the entire galley area is nice and clean. Carolyn came in and graciously cleaned everything, chastised me appropriately for making a huge mess over the last year and not tidying up after myself. And that will come up in a future video. That is a water heater, and I have to test it still, and that's probably going to be what's going to take up some time, because I want to convert it to 12 volt. Currently I think it's 110, so it's on US power specs. I want to make a 12 volt heater out of it, coming up in a future video. In the meantime, all of this mess remains. I haven't had a chance to start any projects. I'm only starting now. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I should have released a video last night. I did not. So this is going to be a very short video, followed by some work on Mistress, which I'm going to be doing this weekend, and that'll be out next week. Sadly, however, our plans were going to come to naught, as we discovered the next day. We got a phone call which pretty much changed our trajectory for this year in a way that we couldn't possibly have imagined. So probably the worst thing that can happen to anybody who owns a boat is a fire. And we've had a fire. We had a fire last night at about 2 in the morning. The marina called us and told us that our boat's on fire. My boat, with only batteries and everything turned off except the bilge pumps and one little 3-watt shore power light bulb. I still don't know exactly what happened. I'm using my cell phone to record all of this. Let me show you why. So I managed to rescue the cameras. I don't think you can quite see. This is obviously melted, and it's still pretty dark out. The sun is rising, and this is the scene that greets us. Let me get a torch on there and you can all see what I mean. It really is the worst possible thing that you can imagine. Everything's melted. The new hatches that I just put in are blackened and slightly melted. Bulkheads are melted. Battery bank is completely gone. I don't think you can probably even see it. I'm a bit of a loss for words. So that we can clean it. There's obviously a lot of dust everywhere from soot and from the fire hydrants, so fire extinguishers that we used. And we're just going to vacuum a path and try and assess the damage. It's pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. I've put all my money, all my time, 4 years of hard work, put it all on the line. Yeah. All right, so this is the first walkthrough that we've actually had a proper chance And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see how bad it actually is. That's all melted away, but that was just tape. This is the galley. This is my tools and all the stuff in the salon. Back of the boat. I don't think any of these tools are rescuable. I think they're all pretty much done. My to-do list is probably useless. Underneath here, and I don't know if you can see it, that's the battery bank, and whatever's fallen behind it, that's burned through. This is where the fire started, behind the battery bank. We're pretty sure that it was a faulty 220 light that we had here, because the boat is not connected to shore power, or rather it is connected to shore power, but it's only got a little lamp running. We have no power on board except for the 12 volt, and that's literally just for the bilge pump. This is the new electric board, which isn't wired up yet. That was going to be this month's mission. The new 220 has melted. This is the nav station. A lot of this is because of the powder from the fire extinguishers. Difficult to know where to even start. We've cleaned the companionway ladder, and I guess we'll just move into one section at a time with the vacuum cleaner, which did survive, and I'll have to run an extension and start cleaning up. Alright, so cleanup has begun. As you can see, I mean, it's not great. It can certainly be better. Everything on here is potentially salvageable. We'll have to plug things in and test them and everything. This is where the fire started, literally over there, where we had a small little lamp connected to shore power, and it caught on the foam from the seating, and then, well, then it just went. Thankfully the hull's not damaged. There's clearly been a bit of heat, but it looks like those old carpet tiles at the back seem to have dealt with that. Carolyn's been super busy vacuuming as much as possible. This is where the batteries were, and we haven't even begun going through all of that. Here you can see where it started. That's it right there. I still haven't found the actual lamp. My guess is it's in that mess somewhere. Alright, it's day 2, and I mean, this is what we're doing. We're starting to try and clean up and sort out some of the stuff. Miracle of miracle, the MPPT seems to be working. It says it's on float because we are in a boat and we're floating. Clearly there's no batteries, so it's not that. This side still looks really, really, really bad. And I'll give you guys a closer look. This is the roof. All the veneer on the roof is burnt away. Same on this side. Here's a bit of a closer view of the hatches we've just put in. Everything's got a light melt on it. It's so sad after all the hard work that we've done. Carolyn is busy vacuuming here. I mean, just have a look at this whole area. It's such an insane mess and so difficult to clean. We've already cleaned up quite a bit. I've done a trip to the dump. All the tools are gone, so there was literally nothing salvageable.
We don't think.
We're pretty sure. There's a few things on here that we think maybe, but the smell is horrendous. we're trying to vacuum this stuff up. I'm going to get rid of all these fire extinguishers, and I'm going to get CO2 extinguishers. Not that I want this to happen again, but if it does, I definitely don't want to clean up afterwards. This stuff is so light. It's like talcum powder. It permeates everything.
And it's hydrophobic too.
It is hydrophobic. You try and wash it with water and it just won't go away. In addition to that is our electric board, our new electric board, which hasn't even had a chance to get wired up yet. I mean, this is obviously all gone. These are probably fine, but if I can find a new housing for it, I think I can probably just replace the housing. These all look good. Everything looks good. We know that the bilge pump switch was actually still working when we came aboard straight after the fire. And then as we move aft, you can actually see how even in the engine room, everything just has a layer of dust on it. Zoe's little bedroom as well. Here in the head, it's incredible how this stuff just got everywhere. It's actually slippery. I'm sliding on it all the way to the aft cabin. It's truly astounding. Everything in here has a layer of stuff on it, and it's sort of like sweated. I don't know. This is like some very bizarre, cruel joke. So this is going to take a really long time to sort out, but stick with us and you'll probably see our progress. I'd like to thank a bunch of people that helped out. Thank you to Seth for being so kind and helping us out in this time. And to those of you who haven't subscribed, that'll probably help us out quite a lot. So give us a like, thumbs up, give us a comment, subscribe, and who knows, maybe we can turn fortune to favor us. Cheers. See you next week. Bye bye.